being knocked out of the Champions League can indeed have significant financial implications for Manchester United. The approximate loss of up to £45 million in prize money is a substantial factor. Additionally, the absence of blockbuster matches in the later stages of the tournament means a potential decline in revenue from matchday sales, merchandise, and broadcasting rights. Moreover, the status of Manchester United as a top club may be affected in the eyes of sponsors, potential signings, and even existing players. The prestige associated with participating in and succeeding in top-tier European competitions contributes to the club's global image. It's important to note that these figures can vary, and the financial impact depends on several factors, including the stage at which the team is eliminated and the specific terms of broadcasting and sponsorship agreements. For the most accurate and up-to-date information, checking official club statements or reputable sports business sources is recommended. Hello everyone, and welcome to Bowlers. Erik ten Hag's squad faces a daunting challenge to prevent yet another disappointing setback in Europe's premier competition. After a mere 3 months back in the Champions League, Manchester United appears on the verge of an early departure, a scenario they likely hadn't anticipated. Following a string of matches that have provided excitement for neutrals, but frustration for fans, Erik ten Hag's team requires a miracle on Tuesday to escape an early exit from European football's grand stage. Manchester United not only has to secure a victory in their last group match against Bayern Munich, a team unbeaten in group games for over 6 years, but they also rely on a draw in the Copenhagen versus Galatasaray clash. Both teams in the latter match are eager for a win to advance to the last 16. It's a challenging task, and Manchester United has no one to blame but themselves for finding themselves in this predicament. With just 1 win in 5 matches and conceding an astonishing 14 goals, they currently sit at the bottom of a group where they would have anticipated securing a comfortable second-place finish. Should they fail to execute a miraculous escape, Manchester United faces the prospect of not only missing out on substantial financial rewards, but also suffering a notable blow to their prestige. Manchester United faces the prospect of missing out on a significant financial hit, starting with €9.6 million, £82M/$9, 7M in prize money for not advancing to the Champions League's last 16. Additionally, they would forgo potential bonuses for progressing further, €10.6 million, £9, 1M/$11, 4M for reaching the quarter-finals, €12.5 million, £10/$13M for the semi-finals, €15.5 million, £13, 3M/$16, 6M for finishing as runners-up, and €20M, £17M/$21M for winning the competition. That's a maximum of €52.7 million, £45M/$56M, even if it were highly unlikely that Ten Hag's chaotic side were ever going to win the Champions League. But they did reach the quarterfinals in both 2014 and 2019, so a more realistic figure of €20.2 million, £17M/$21M, could have been on offer. To put it another way, enough to buy a Manuel Akanji or a Tyrell Malaysia. With fewer matches, Manchester United would face a decrease in revenue. The club averages £3.96 million, $4.9 million, per Premier League match in 2022, the highest in the English top flight, and this season's figure is expected to be £4.2 million, $5.2 million, after a 5% increase in ticket prices. If United were to face a formidable opponent like Real Madrid or Barcelona in the last 16, the matchday revenue could be even higher. This presents a potential of at least £12.6 million, $15.8 million in matchday revenue if United progresses to the semi-finals. While the club could recover some of this money in the Europa League, which includes an extra match in the playoff round, ticket demand and prices are likely to be lower unless they face a top-level opponent like Liverpool in a later round. Early elimination from the Champions League would also result in reduced television revenue for Manchester United. UEFA provides a total of €300 million, pound 257 mm/ $323 in broadcast revenue, distributed among federations based on the value of their television market. Given that the English broadcast deal is the largest, Premier League clubs, including United, receive a significant share. However, the distribution is influenced by the number of matches each club plays. Exiting at the group stage would mean a smaller portion of this broadcast revenue compared to a deep run in the competition. Early elimination from the Champions League could impact Manchester United's standing on the UEFA coefficient table. An additional Euro 600M, pound 515 mm/ $646 mm, is distributed among clubs based on their UEFA coefficient, calculated over a 10-year period and reflecting performance in European competitions. The lowest-ranked team receives €1.1 million, while the top team gets €36.4 million. United currently hold the 11th position, with Real Madrid leading the standings. If United exit the competition and miss out on the Europa League, there is a possibility of sliding down the rankings, affecting their share of the additional revenue. Despite previous strong performances, each loss contributes to the overall impact. Early elimination from the Champions League could exert financial pressure on Manchester United. Despite posting a record revenue of pound 648 million, $813 last season, the club faces challenges with financial health, reporting a loss of £27.8 million, $33 this year, and a £115.5 million, $144 loss in the previous year, partly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. United is operating in proximity to both the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules and UEFA's financial fair play regulations, having faced a fine of €300,000 in June for violating the latter. The club struggles in player sales, generating only Euro 110M in the last 3 years, while spending Euro 589M on new arrivals, highlight the importance of maximising revenue. The loss of Champions League earnings adds to the financial strain on the club. With only 2 quarter-final appearances since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement in 2013, Manchester United's Champions League track record falls short. They've exited in the last 16 twice and missed qualification on 4 occasions, with a potential third group stage exit looming if they fall short on Tuesday. This inconsistent performance contrasts sharply with clubs like Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, and even Liverpool until their absence last season. While United perceives itself among the world's top clubs, repeated disappointments in the prestigious competition might make them the only ones to hold that view.